apart. And that's where these kids take some time and look at themselves and what they're dealing with and what's going on around them. And they take all of that knowledge that they're learning about themselves and they put it into scenes, and they put it into songs, they put it into choreography, and that's what this show is tonight. This is all about their real lives.
Because I have love for myself in here, and in here, and in here. But you know what? Through all the pain, I still feel so alone.
We want this world to survive forever.
While Voices United cannot completely change the world in which our young people live, what we can do, and indeed what we are doing, is providing a means by which our youth can transform their hatred into understanding, prejudice into respect, violence into peaceful collaboration, and cynicism into hope.
Robert, this is the real world out there. So this is school, man. So what you trying to say, that white people aren't a part of black people's real world? I'm saying that they won't understand you because they're ignorant, man. We gotta show them, man. We gotta show them that it's all right. That's all right that white people can hang around with black people.
The play revolves around rival white, black, and Hispanic gangs. Ingredients in a melting pot that's boiled over. Ultimately, the young warriors are brought together by the innocent love of two children and the moving pleas of a girl whose best friend was killed by bullets of racial hatred.
The message was powerful, just like a punch in the solar plexus of bias and violence and hate and all of the things that make society unpleasant. And the impact that a group of youngsters can have is incalculable.
These 100 kids that did City of Peace, they have already changed their lives. And they've changed their family. And they will change the world as they grow up and keep their morals the way they are. They'll grow up and create a better world. And there is no doubt in my mind that that will happen.
The city of Miami and the Dade school system were looking for ways to unite this community, something very important. And that search stopped with a young lady by the name of Katie Christie, in fact herself a product of the Dade County system.
When you come together, look at each other and smile, okay?
In 1988, Katie graduated from the New World School of the Arts. And through her own experiences, she formed Peace Child Miami. In doing that, she brought together to South Florida an international organization aimed at pushing the idea of peace through the visual and the performance arts.
Each year, she stages a new show and another 100 kids begin a dramatic evolution.
The pain of racism was exposed tonight on a Miami stage.
Answer the question, what are you doing with the white girl? That's all I want to know. Don't touch me, Kwame.
Calm down.
Shut up, Kwame. Get out of there.
This evening's production of Peace Child Voices United, a group of students from all over South Florida, played to a packed house at the Hyatt downtown.
They're not going to learn what our message is if you don't slam it in their face, okay?
Students come together to tell their story. The children, a reflection of Katie. Born of brown, white, and possibly black heritage, Katie was adopted by a Greek-American doctor and his Jewish wife. As she got older and darker-skinned, her parents could not protect her from prejudice on all sides.
The purpose of my life is to create a better world for myself and for my family and all my friends.
We work together to solve problems that we think are important to us and to each other.
There's no doubt in my mind that Voices United can help everybody. Voices United gives you the best chance for self-discovery.
Your blood alcohol level is normal.
What's inside of you, and what's happened to you, and how it affects you, and what you're capable of. It's the most incredible thing, because you never know until you really get out there and try.
In discussions and workshops, the kids are forced to examine their lives, their beliefs, and their communities. They learn to trust and to open up to each other, and change begins.
I'm more open. I listen to people. I learn not to judge people just by looking at them, or just by maybe their attitude on the first day, maybe they're having a bad day or whatever. I just learned to open up more, be more personable.
But the problem is that people dwell on the bad and don't listen to the good.
I'm going to spend more time on her, helping her, educating her, encouraging her.
You know, this project here, it teaches you how to get along with people.
Because they're ignorant, man. They won't understand you, but I do, Robert.
It shows people, like through your performances, that this can happen, people can get along, and it motivates people to get along. I think it's very necessary.
But with the hate zapper,
I would recommend it to anybody.
The creative process involves youth-directed issue discussions, workshops on topics such as conflict resolution, team building, and leadership, and training in theater, dance, and music. Each meeting is targeted specifically at issues young people face every day, such as violence, substance abuse, racism, bullying, and alienation.
to actually have this group go through the thought process to say,
I cry for freedom from your cruel abuse.
I think that this program has helped these kids a lot. I've seen them grow tremendously in the past few days. The impact is tremendous. Over 800 youth from the Miami area have participated in performances seen by 20,000 people.
My involvement with Voices United has so greatly influenced not only how I relate to people today, but who I am as a person. Today, young people are so connected in so many ways, but it's all happening on the internet, and they're emailing and texting people, and there's no real human connection. Where with Voices United, you have a group of people together, face to face, and they're interacting with other human beings who are going through the same things that they're going through, and all different experiences than they are, and they can share those experiences in a safe place. And Voices United opened my eyes to see that there was a huge, great big world around me, that I had the potential to make huge contributions and a huge impact on the community and the world around me.
It gave me more of a global understanding of the world. It certainly affected my career choice. I ended up getting my bachelor's and master's degree in social work. So Voices United definitely steered me in that direction of helping all different kinds of people from all different backgrounds. My most memorable Voices United experience was definitely all the traveling that I did, more specifically to Japan several times that we went to DC, and we were involved in the Stand for Children March.
What I learned most importantly was that kids need an outlet, and everybody has something to say. Well, Voices United is definitely the place where I discovered my love of acting, and it definitely impacted my becoming a drama teacher. The power of a child's voice was probably, and I guess hence the name Voices United, that was probably the biggest thing I got out of it, to realize that even as a child, it really makes a difference to an adult when you hear a child say, here's what the problem is, and here's how I see you can fix it. And then also, Voices United, like a select few of us went to Washington, D.C., and got to meet other kids from around the world who were doing the same thing, as far as making the people within their community aware of what the kids saw as the problem and how to fix it.
Wow, my most memorable Voices United experience, man, there were so many, but I think it's when Katie took me to Japan when I was 12 years old. It was the first day that we were staying with our home state, because all of us were separated, and I came back to that rehearsal, and I started bawling and crying and saying, I don't know, they don't know English, and I'm homesick, and she told me to wipe my tears and go in there and enjoy this process, enjoy this moment, because you're not going to get to go to Japan every day. You know, I was around so many different individuals that had so much to offer by the chapters in their life that they've experienced, that I probably would have never been able to meet them in a regular school that I went to. All these kids came from different places and they have different stories to tell, but yet when we walked into that room, we were the same, you know, and that was a beautiful thing to experience at a young age, you know. Now, as father, new talent of mine, I was just writing, directing, and producing. So I started a production company called Freedom Bridge Entertainment, and we produced our first feature, that was an indie film that's been winning awards called Miles from Home. I think Katie always focused on the inner being, you know, being human and not feeling bad for what you've been through, just to grow from it.
From what I've been involved in and from the programs that I see today for children, Voices United tops them all.